Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Today I'm at Precision Golf Centers in Torrance, California. We're going to be talking about getting more lag tension and impact and really what numbers to look for when you're practicing and how to get it. Here they have this GC quad machine which shows what the ball did and then also what the club did in impact. So seeing the ball, that's kind of like what happened. And seeing the club, that's why it happened. So I wanted to go over a few numbers today to talk about why lag tension is so important and also how to work on getting more of it. Here they measured the loft of this 8-iron, and this 8-iron has 36.25 degrees of loft built into it, okay? And that last shot I hit, just not thinking about it, just hitting a shot, if I go here, that last shot at impact, I had 29.5 degrees. So I basically de-lofted that about 7 degrees, okay? Looking at some of the TrackMan data of Jon Rahm, his 6-iron is, at impact, is 11 degrees lower than what's built into the 6-iron, meaning that from address to impact, he's leaning the club effectively forward 11 degrees. So, and then with 9-iron, he's also leaning that forward 11 degrees. What that shows me is that when I practice in here, a great thing for me to look at to see whether or not I had lag tension is getting this number lower. Now the key thing about this though is that you want this number to get lower without this number getting too high. So this number here is how down you're hitting it. So 5.8 degrees down, that's actually pretty good. That's right around where I would want it to be. So sometimes when people are trying to get that lag tension at impact, they'll just go like, oh, I really want to get that, and they'll go, boom, hit down on it, like that, thinking that that's the key to get the look in the camera. It's not worth getting the club leading like this if you're going like that. You know, the real key is to get the club shallow while you're leaning it forward. So that's what I'm going to try to do here is so that's a nice high slight block, but those are great numbers for the 175 8-iron. So let's see. So there, I took 6.4 degrees down. That's like half a degree too down, but that's okay. 28 degrees loft. This club has 36.25 built into it. So that means that I de-lofted at 8.25. So with only hitting down on it, 6.4. So that would be really good on the course. The only thing that hurt that a little bit was the path was 7 degrees in to out. So that'd be the next thing to work on. So Jon Rahm is leaning it forward 11 or 12 degrees. I'm leaning it forward about 7 to 8 degrees. So Jon Rahm is kind of like an extreme case, leaning it forward 7 or 8 degrees at impact, like de-lofting it that much. That's good. I'm happy with that. So if I do want to hit a little bit more of a flighted shot, I just need to get this a little bit of a split grip feeling because that's going to continue my pivot working. If you're kind of like when I tried to hit that low shot, if you're trying to de-loft it but you freeze your body here, this angle is going to be, even if you come straight down on it, you will just let everything out. So you got to really continue your motion forward. Continue your motion forward. So let's go. A little bit of a push draw, so I'm going to start it to the right and continue moving forward. Yeah, like that. Yeah, there's a push draw. It's going to be 2 yards left of that line. 170 carry. So let's see how I lofted that. 29.2, so I de-lofted it 7 degrees, and it was 6.2 on the down. Still too far in to out, but we'll work on that later. Okay, so one of the things that Jon Rahm uses a lot to get that feeling of lag tension and impact and still being in control of the face through impact is this club, the DST compressor that you've seen on my channel a lot. I use it a lot. And I checked this club on the machine, and this has 44.25 degrees of loft on it. So if I want to match what Jon Rahm does with his regular club, I would like to see that loft number be at 34 or less. So to do that, I'm going to use this split grip feeling. And really, this thing just lags behind you so much, you have to have your hands forward to do it. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so up the left-hand side a little bit, but mainly we're working on lean right now, not so much the path. So let's see how my lean was. So I de-lofted this thing by 14 degrees. So that there kind of proves what the DST does. It gets you to hit shots with the feeling of taking this 44 degrees and turning it in to 30 degrees. And that's the feeling. So we're going to do one more of those. It's thin, but should still be the idea. So there, I took the 44 degrees and I turned it into the same exact number, 29.4 degrees. Now I'm going to try the ultimate difficult thing with this thing, which is to hit a low cut. A low cut with the DST club is very tough. Okay. Yeah, that counts as somewhat of a low cut. So let's see the numbers here. We're going to be looking at the loft at impact, 29.5. So that's real consistently 14 degrees de-lofted. And then the path was in to out. Just cut, really it only cut because I hit it in the heel a little bit. All right, I'm going to hit one more with the DST club. And then the real magic, the real difficult thing to do is to get the transference from the training aid, whatever it is, into the golf club and really feel, hey, what is the difference? For me, when I use this club, I can really feel that the hands have got to stay in front of the pivot and the pivot has to keep going. It's going to be here. Okay. We'll see how I did with how much I de-lofted that and try to bring that over to my regular club. So in the numbers here, I de-lofted that shot by just a little less than 14 degrees. So now let's take that same feeling, like I have the same club in my hand with my regular 8-iron, which is at address 36.2 degrees. So I would love to see around 26 degrees with that same attack angle around 6. Okay, hit a good shot up the left, and let's see how my attack angle was. Right away you can see the distance was amazing, 170 carry on this 8-iron. All right, so I de-lofted that down to 30.2, so over 6 degrees, but I want to do a little bit more, so I want to really keep that feeling that I had with the DST club, and I can feel that right there things stopped, and that's when so I want to go here and really that way. All right, so I just want to be somewhere in the 20s for my loft here. Oh, that felt great. That one felt really good. 171 carry, 181 total. I de-lofted that, yeah, see, somewhere in the 20s. So I de-lofted that by 7.5 degrees about, yeah. But I kept that attack angle still just 6 degrees down. So I've been consistent with my attack angle 6 degrees down. But the club is moving the same amount of degrees down, but it's effectively going like that on the same trajectory down. It's just leading more, and that's going to be more club face control. All right, so a little recap. When we started, I was taking my 36.25 degree club and delofting it down to like 31 degrees, so by like about 5. Then using the DST club, I was delofting the DST club because of the way it's bent backwards. I was delofting that like I was delofting that 14. That's the kind of what it's training you to do. So now going back to my regular club, now keeping the feels of the DST club, I'm delofting this thing 3 more degrees. So it sounds like not that much. It's a really big difference. And the key part to it is I'm presenting more loft at impact while keeping the attack angle down the same. So now I'm going to take that same feeling into my club, and just like it was a bent backwards club, I'm going to strike through this one. Okay, right down the line. And this is a 36.25 degree lofted club, and we'll see if I was able to transfer that and get some deloftedness on this iron. Yeah, so that's what I want to be. I want to be somewhere in the 20s here. So from 36.25 to 29.9. So we're doing 6, almost 7 degrees delofted, which is right where I want to be. Final one. I'm going to go real extreme here and try to really deloft it, but we're going to try to keep that attack angle the same. All right, that's going to be a little lower. Just had the face a little shut, but that's going to be a little lower. And you can see it didn't affect the distance at all. The ball went 183 with this 8-iron. So, see, and I delofted it even a little bit more, 29.7. So I hope this shows you what you guys want to do at impact is you want to deloft the club, but keep that attack angle shallow. You don't want to deloft the club by going like that. That's just going to be too steep to be usable. You guys can get this club, the DST compressor, for a special discount on their website. I think you get 15% off of this club, really great discount, if you use the promo code DSTBetterGolf. So go to dstgolf.com, and there, if you use the promo code DSTBetterGolf, you get a 15% discount, not just on that club, but on any club that they have there. So I'm going to take us out with a little bit of a golf course shot here. Make sure that's in the light enough. Just get that feeling of lag tension, which is basically delofting this club, but keeping that attack angle the same. Still pretty shallow. Yeah, like that. And you can see when you do that how much it jumps the distance. So 174 carry, 184 on this 8-iron, and this thing is extremely accurate. See? So 29.7 degrees aloft, only 6 degrees down. The next thing to work on for me would be that path is too far in to out. But that was really good. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Click the subscribe button. Thanks to Precision Golf Centers for letting me shoot this video here. If you guys are interested in coming here to Torrance to work on this stuff for yourself, you can, they have a great deal for Be Better Golfers. Just go to precisiongolfcenters.com. Thanks, everybody. Bye.